Hey there friends, welcome to the channel. This is gonna be my first review slash unboxing video. I'm creating this during the COVID-19 pandemic, trying to do something new. So I hope it goes well. So this is something I bought in Lazada online shopping a couple of days ago. It's called a UHF guitar wireless system transmitter with a receiver that's built in and rechargeable. So basically, it's something that you put in your guitar that acts as the cord that you plug into your amp, so that the sound from your guitar goes to your amp. But this time they put a transmitter in so that it's wireless. Basically, it uses radio technology. Let's start first with an unboxing, then I'll tell you my thoughts about it. It's actually the first time I'm gonna see it because it just came in this afternoon. Alright, let's try it out. Okay. So the packaging came in this cardboard, since it actually doesn't have a brand. It came in as, actually it's said on the site that it's no brand. I think it just comes from a factory where they replicate it. After I did some research on stuff like that, what I saw was usually they're just like the real product. They have the same parts, the same quality, and I hope that stands true. Okay, so let's open it. Oh, what is this? Are these cutouts? Okay. So this, I think, is the wire. It already has 2-in-1 because you have to charge both the transmitters, and I think that's pretty handy. Okay, this is the manual. Oh, there they are. Oh, these are cutouts. Well, I guess you've got all your money's worth here. Like every cent is used because you have these. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Depends on you how you think about it. I think they should have disposed of these in the factory, but you know, you paid for these anyway. So let's put this aside. So the specs on the product: it's a wireless transmitter. One is for the guitar and one is for the amplifier or whatever device you want to plug your guitar into. They can also be used for bass guitars, actually. Any electroacoustic musical instrument, it's gonna work. UHF, by the way, stands for ultra high fidelity transmission. I'm not sure. What I know about ultra high fidelity, yes, I think. Oh, no, not ultra high fidelity. Let me double check. Ultra high frequency, I mean. Ultra high frequency means that it's between 300 megahertz to 3 gigahertz. That means it's not yet a microwave, at the least. Yeah. So another thing about it is it uses lithium batteries, so it's rechargeable. The transmission range, as what the manufacturer says, is about 30 meters, more or less. That's the maximum distance that you can use these, and that's pretty good. That's pretty far. 30 meters with a wall, actually. That's pretty good. Okay, and yes, it comes with the USB cable for convenient charging. Has both of them there. I think this is just one wire. Yeah, it's one wire to micro USBs. So the audio response range is between 20 Hz to 20 kHz. That's pretty standard. The frequency is 730 MHz. Transmission range, yes, 50 meters. The transmission delay. This means, I think it's the latency between your playing and it being played in your amplifier or whatever device you're gonna plug it into. It says here that it's less than 4 milliseconds. That's pretty good. I mean, yes, of course there's gonna be a delay, and probably there also is a delay when you just use a normal cord for it. But 4 milliseconds, you could barely notice that. If you can at the slightest, you'd be inhuman. The charging port is micro to USB. Yeah, okay. So the contents of the box was the user manual, the USB charging cable, the receiver, and the transmitter. So one is a receiver, one is a transmitter. I think this is the transmitter, because this one goes to your guitar. I infer that because of the guitar icon on it, and the other one I think is for the amplifier. This is the receiver. Oh, there we go. It's written down there. Yes, of course I didn't read it. There you go. Okay. Alright, so right now all I want to do is to test it, if it actually works. Let's open this first. Let's read the operating instruction manual. I think this is Chinese letter forms here because it came from China. Okay. So I think the first thing we have to do is to plug it in first, because it needs some batteries. Okay. There we go. It goes in there. And the other one goes in here. Okay, I have a very handy USB port here. Plug it in there, and there we go. It's charging. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, what's this? Okay, let's get this out of the way. Right. Okay, so how do we use this? Okay, there we go. I think one of them you plug into your guitar, one you plug into your amplifier or whatever device you want to put it to. It could be an audio box or your laptop. There you go. That's how you turn it on. This one, it's the same thing. Okay. Oh, it's a different color. One is green, one is blue. Oh, they're both blue. Oh no, this is green. Should it be that way? I'm actually not sure. Okay, so I'll give this about a minute to charge. Then let's try it out. I'm gonna play it using my Washburn RX10. It's a double cutaway guitar. I'll show you here. Yeah, let's try it out using this. Pardon me for my playing. If ever, that's to say, if ever it works. I'm not yet that good, but I'm practicing. I'm trying to learn. If you have any comments on how to learn faster, I'd appreciate that. Please put it in the comments below. Yeah, I think this is good enough. Right, let's try it. Okay, switch it off first. Okay. This is a really difficult manual. Having difficulty connecting this. Let me look. Let me plug this in while I'm trying to decipher this. I guess it doesn't work that way. What? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, I think that means it's working. if it's on light blue and not green. Alright, let's see. Oh, you think it worked? Okay. It works! Alright, let me show you that again. Okay. Finally, get how it works. Okay, so when you turn it on, okay, usually if you turn this on first, it's gonna appear green and not blue like this. There you go. If it's not connected, it's gonna be green. That's why when I turned this on, it became kind of light blue, because a blue LED I think is mixing with the green one. So when I turn it on, it's green. When I turn it off, it's green. When I turn it on, it becomes light blue. That's because I put it on the right channel. When you switch the channel, you press this once, just once. Just a quick click on that. I'm not really sure if it has different channels, but that's what the manual said. So there we go. They're both connected. So this has to be light blue for it to be connected. Alright, there we go. Alright, now let's plug it in. There we go. I think it works. This one. Oh, it does. I think it does work. Right, moment of truth. It does work, it does work. Let's change to a single pickup. Pretty good. Pretty on the spot. Look at it. Show you. That's good. Here it is. Here it is. You want to see it? Here you go. The other one is on my Washburn amplifier. Alright, do some more. Pretty good. It's nice. Pretty good. So far, not even a single hint of lag. It's pretty good. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing. The real reason I bought this was not really for my amplifier, but it's actually gonna be for my iRig, which is gonna be connected to my iPad. I use Tonebridge for my pedal sounds for my guitar, because I like to play a lot of different stuff. Alright, so I'm just gonna go get it. And then basically this setup is why I bought this. It's the only thing that's keeping me shackled really. It's the cord. It keeps me connected to this, and sometimes I even get scared. I might pull on it, and then the whole thing falls down, and I might break something. But with this, hopefully, I don't have to worry about this one anymore, and I can just leave it on the table. Okay, so let's try something. That's better. There we go. That's good. That's better. Okay, so now my thoughts on the product. First of all, overall it was pretty good. It looks pretty nice. It's decent. It's black. The steel, I don't know. I'm not really sure what this is made of, but it's gold. I'm not sure if is there a difference between the gold ones, the gold-plated ones, or the silver ones? Because all of my cords are silver. If there is, and you know, put it down in the comments. Tell me about it so that I know next time if these actually do something probably better for the sound. Speaking of the sound, one thing that I do notice is I think it's still a little bit clearer with a real wire, the real cords that comes with a guitar. But this one, it's not that far behind. Actually, it's not that noticeable. I mean, if you're just gonna use this to practice or play by yourself, it's not even a question. I would recommend these for the mere fact that you don't have that wire and there are no constraints wherein the wire keeps you, the guitar, and your amplifier connected together. What you can do now is you could leave your amplifier somewhere, like at the corner of your room, and then you could plug this to your guitar and walk around. You can actually imagine yourself like you're doing a gig in front of 100,000 people, and because you don't have that wire connected to you, you feel a little bit more freedom. I mean, you could try to imitate what do your idols do, your guitarist idols do. I mean, you could do something like Chuck Berry's Split, or the one thing that comes to mind when I think of trying to imitate moves from famous guitarists is the famous duck walk of Angus Young. Imagine doing that with a chord. You have to bring your amplifier with you. But if you notice, in the AC/DC concerts, Angus Young actually uses a transmitter, but it's kind of like a big radio walkie-talkie, and he uses that so that he could, because he's the type of guitar player who walks around the stage. Like I said, the duck walk, it takes it from one part of the stage to the other, and with a wire, you're really not gonna be able to do that unless you have a really long wire. But another thing is that's gonna drag you down because it's gonna be so heavy on your guitar. So with something like this, you could actually try to do those stuff. And imagine when you're at home, you could keep playing your guitar even if you're walking around, even if you're around the living room, you go to the kitchen, it's still gonna work because, as I said, 50 meters and 30 meters with a wall. That gives you a lot of freedom when using your guitar. Some comments that I have. One would be, well, the shape, of course, it's protruding because it has a lot of technology and digital stuff inside this. But it's fine. It doesn't really distract me. It doesn't really hit. But the thing is, because this thing is under your guitar, you might hit some things eventually when you're not thinking about it, but that really won't do too much damage, so I think that's fine. Another thing that I'm not sure about this is if it's compatible with all guitars, specifically because of its build, that it's gonna go inside the input of your guitar, then you're gonna have this thing protruding. So it might work with my guitar. It works because the input is just here at the bottom. With a Gibson SG, probably it's gonna work. It's gonna be here. With something like a Telecaster, I'm not sure if it's also here. I think it's also here. With a Les Paul, yeah. With a Gretsch, I guess the Duo Jet or an Electromatic would work. The one thing that I'm not sure about would be a Fender Stratocaster, since the input is inside the wood over here. If you know what that looks like, there's a metal plate and the input actually digs inside of the wood. So now, because of that small opening, I'm not sure if this is gonna fit. Yes, this works, like the steel part works when it goes inside, but I'm not sure if this is gonna fit or if it's gonna hit the surrounding plating of the Fender Stratocaster. If you know, if you guys have tried, leave it in the comments below so that I know, so that if ever I buy one like a Stratocaster, I know if this is gonna work. So that would be maybe that would be one point of improvement, not because if this part would move, because I infer this is just there's just a wire connected to all the technology up here, so probably this part could bend, so that when you put it inside the Stratocaster, this part could move free from whatever it would hit. And another benefit that would bring is when you're using it and you hit something, it's not gonna, the whole thing is not gonna move. Only this part is gonna move, and that will protect your input. Because I don't know, if you keep hitting this, maybe your input, the input of your guitar might be a little bit more, might grow loose. So overall, it's a good product, especially for the price. 663 pesos from Lazada. That's more or less $31. That's really cheap. If you look at the other wireless transmitters out there, you're gonna be from 1,000 pesos and up. That's still pretty cheap for the technology, I think. But I think this one, if you just want to try it first, and if you don't mind its shape, it's fine. This would work well. That would suffice. Yes. So far, it's a really good product. It came in well. It looks good. It's black. It's sleek. And yeah, I would recommend buying this product. So thank you very much, friends, for watching this video. This is my first one, and I hope I get to make more of this. It was pretty good. I was a little bit nervous at first, but now it's all good. I hope you learned something though, because of course my priority is still to show you about this product, to tell you more about it, and I hope that you learn from that, and that would guide your decisions in trying to buy it, or if you should or you shouldn't. But I recommend you do. It's pretty good. It's actually worth your money, worth 663. Okay, so thank you, friends. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let's chat down in the comments if you have some answers to some of my questions. And have a nice day. Thank you.